This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a special guest here in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Harrison Daniel Abarca Contreras. If you wondered about the long name, it's legit Mexican names. Your two parents' last names, your first and middle name. Most known in Waco as Captain Danny, right? And now currently in the my new sport, axe throwing community, I'm known as Woosiie.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I'm here this morning with you.
Yes, we're so glad you're here in the studio. And one of the first questions I love to ask my guests when they come on is, what brought you to Waco, or are you a Waco native? What's your Waco story?
Oof, well, we're going to go back to 2014.
Okay, we're time traveling.
Yes, all the way back there. So I'm original from Mexico. I used to live in Cozumel, Mexico.
Oh,
Beautiful island. I don't know if you've
my
been
dad's
there.
been there. Yeah,
Oh,
I've never been. I want to go.
You have to. So I used to work in all-inclusive resorts. So I've been in customer service and entertainment industry for since I can remember.
Wow.
And I met my wife, Rachel Abarca, right there. She was a guest, and I was an entertainer at the time. So, you know, kind of like the Rico Suave move right there, interaction. And just to don't make it too long,
She took you home with you.
Basically. So, yeah, we kept the communication on internet, Facebook, social media. That's why it's great. We fell in love. I came to Waco once to visit her, but I didn't had any desires to move here. Then I went back home. Then things become more serious. So then I proposed to her, and I moved to the States. I'm over here, and I've been in Waco since June 9 of 2015.
Wow.
If I'm not wrong on the dates, but yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Yep.
Don't get it wrong. She's going to be mad at you. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know. If she watches this, sorry, honey. But yes, I've been here since 2015.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you've done quite a lot of things in our Waco community. Again, everybody knows you as Captain Danny from the pedal
Yeah.
bikes and everything. And then with Waco Axe, that's what we're here to talk about today.
Right.
So how did you get into axe throwing? Tell me all about it.
Wow. Yes. Well, Waco is small, and businesses, business owners, they know each other.
Yeah.
Like everybody's coming together. So I create this amazing relationship with Corey Dickman.
Shout out.
Right.
We love you, Corey.
Hello, Corey. We love you. So that will be probably a situation for another moment. But Corey and I, we had a many friend in common, which is Thomas Ellis. So Thomas Ellis started going to 1 Million Cups, right? The startup. So that's what I met Thomas. So I didn't know, what was going on, but I
Yeah.
kind of like felt the interaction, the
Yeah.
good vibe with Thomas. If you know Thomas, he's an
He's
amazing
amazing
dude.
also.
Thomas, I love you. So, sooner or later, I realized he was opening a axe throwing trailer. So I started helping him with that, right? And going to events. And then I started throwing the axes. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good. And then in 2020, I believe in fall 2020, if I'm not wrong, you can correct me, Thomas, but he opened the venue. And I helped him, to build all the stuff inside, tables, bars. And then I started getting more into axe throwing. So sooner or later, I started doing tournaments. So basically, it's through Thomas that I get into axe throwing. I didn't know that this thing exists
Yeah.
by then. But then, thanks to Thomas, I was into axe throwing.
I love that. And how long have you been doing that now?
So seriously, and I want to say competitively, since fall of 2020.
Wow. So right after
Yes.
the pandemic.
Right. I took a pause because in 2019, when in December, something like that, we had a trailer, so I was just trying it. And early in 2020, before the pandemic happened, we went to a couple of tournaments, and I was taking seriously back then.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened and all the stuff, everything stops. So I took a break until fall of 2020, basically.
And then just picked it back up.
Pick it back up. We started doing leagues in Waco Axe Company. So if you guys watching this, just watch Waco Axe Company coming through Waco. Give them a visit. Beautiful environment, beautiful place. You know that.
Yes, we love Waco Axe.
BYOB, and you guys can go through some axes, make new friends. And that's when we started in 2020, fall to 2020, we started our first league. That's when I decided to do these like competitively, and professionally.
Wow, I love that. And you've been to all sorts of competitions now and have done it all over the world. And you're gearing up for your new one. So tell me what you have been doing these last couple months and what you're gearing up for.
So all around the world, not yet, right?
Almost.
Almost. But I know some friends from Europe, from Canada,
Aw.
so I know that because the name of this league is WATL, which is World Axe Throwing League, most known in our community as Waddle.
Waddle.
That's what we call it. So technically, I've been to so many tournaments that I can mention right now. Some I might forget, but I've been all over U.S. I've been to New York. I've been to Oklahoma. I've been to
Wow.
Iowa. I've been to different states. Like very very impressive going to see these venues. These axe throwers, I call them athletes. They call throwers. They call us throwers, but we're just gonna call athletes. So incredible people, with amazing skills. So I've been going to so many tournaments, and I've been into championships.
Wow.
2 championships already.
Wow.
The first one that I did was in 2021. It was in Fort Worth, Texas.
Wow.
So just down,
Easy.
down,
Little
down
hop,
the corner,
skip, yeah.
right? And didn't spend much money on that. And it was a multi-venue tournament.
Wow.
So you had to move from one venue to another, to compete, and you have to follow your schedule just to don't miss
Wow.
your tournament. And last year was in Wisconsin.
Wow.
It was in Appleton, Wisconsin. That
Gotta
was in
get some
December.
cheese curds.
Right. Well, I don't know about Packers. I'm a little upset with the Packers right now. But
I don't know
it's
anything
okay.
about sports.
It's okay. Another topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been to 2 championships, and now yesterday the league finally made the announcements of the people who qualify for the next World Championship, which is gonna be next year. Normally it's 1 year to year, 2021, 2022, 2023, but they kind of changing a little bit just to help the people to accommodate their timings and the holidays. So yeah, it's gonna be in April 2024 in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Woo! Well, that's amazing. And we're so excited. And obviously, you're going, right?
Of course, I'm going. Yeah, I was kind of like seeing the numbers because it's expensive. I will tell
Yeah.
you that. It's expensive. It's not an easy sport. That you say like, oh, all right, let's just go. It's expensive, but at the same time, is great because you have a lot of good environment, the people in the community. But at the end of the day, if you check your wallet, it's like, ooh, I just dropped $1,000, So okay, it was worth it, but at the end, it's money that we're
Yeah.
talking about. So we go to tournaments to make money as well.
Yeah.
So yes, right now I know some of my friends know that I was kind of like a few days ago I was kind of like being feisty about it, like I don't know. But right now, publicly, I can say just for the fact that I made so many friends
Yeah.
and so many people in the community are expecting me to see me there.
Yeah.
For that reason and respect, and also for my duels partner, because Thomas is my duels partner, right? So we throw it together at the same target. So because I have so much respect for people that love me, so that's why I'm gonna go for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's so amazing. And you're actually looking for sponsorships too.
Absolutely. Yep. Well,
You talked about your walking
yes,
billboard.
right. Well, let's go right here. I don't know if I stand up, can everybody
Yeah,
see it?
yeah.
All right. So well.
The camera's right over here.
Okay, right here. So, sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
So basically, can you still hear me there?
Yeah, just go a little bit
So
closer
the
my way.
so
There you go.
So the jersey, is the Waddle WATL. Right here they have the shield with the championship, and right in the back
Whoop,
have
whoop.
the
Waco Axe.
the Waco Axe company, and we have some sponsors right here from last year, and I have also right here and on my right side of my chest. So about sponsorships. So basically, whoever Axe venue who watch this or any business in Waco. I have my little axe with me, my little guy. So any local business in our city, if you guys have want to invest in sports or anything like that, and want your venue, your business to be represented in any sport, so this is the opportunity that you have. You can contact me. You can reach out to me or in this space. So basically, why is a sponsorship? Because people might be wondering why I want to put my business in New Jersey. What's the benefit of that? Well, so this sport is also linked to ESPN. So whoever makes to the finals will be exposed on ESPN. And that's where you can see your business, on TV. So that's the reason I'm asking, for a sponsorship. I have a space on my jersey. This is for my Axe jersey. And I have my knives jersey. So I have a total of 8 spots.
Wow.
And about how much it is, well, we can talk about numbers later on.
Okay.
Depends on the spot you want it. And yes, whoever wants to jump in and let me, represent your business through my jersey, I will be representing very well. I'm a decent thrower.
Decent.
Okay?
It's only gotten you to
I don't want to sound cocky, but I finished. Okay, these years be my best year.
Okay.
I've been finishing the top 10 in the world.
Wow.
In few seasons, we have 4 seasons, through the year. So I've been earning a lot of, good bits. Like I've been working my heart and soul to get better in this,
I love
right?
that.
So
Yeah.
that's why I always like to challenge myself. So that I want to say, I feel in my heart that I have a chance to be on ESPN this year.
I love that.
Or next year, sorry. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be so exciting. And again, the championship is coming up in 2024. What are you looking forward to most?
For the championship?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want to say, just by being exposed on ESPN, that's a win for me.
Aw.
That's a win. I know it's money,
Yeah.
in the championship. If you win, first place is a good few $1,000s.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention how many because we don't know this year
Yeah.
how it's going to be. But just by me being exposed on ESPN, I think that's a victory for me.
I love that.
That's it. If I win the whole thing, that'll be even better. Or if I finish in the top 3, that'll be amazing. Top 5, just by being exposed my face, on ESPN, I think that's gonna be the achievement for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Of course.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those too also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're 2 Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and
vinyl.
So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it
It's
because I don't like reading.
girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on roguemedianetwork.com.
And now, back to the episode. And we're back. We were just talking about the exciting championship coming up next year, all the work you've been doing leading up to this moment, and your involvement here in the Waco community. Now that we're back, we're going to talk more about your business and one of your cool things, some of the cool things you've been working on.
Yeah, of course.
So you actually hand make axes. How'd you get into this?
Well, as we've been speaking, talking about the sports, so there's a lot of makers in our community. There's
Mm-hmm.
incredible people that make axe handles. They forge axes. So when I started doing this, when I was new, I was being following the makers and seeing how amazing these things are. So I wanted to buy one, but then when I find out the prices, I was like,
You're like, oh.
oh yeah, I better buy groceries and diapers.
Yeah.
Spend this much money. So because I see how many people having beautiful handles in their axes, I was like, man, I cannot afford this. So
Yeah.
I need to find a way how to make them.
Yeah.
So that's how I decided to start making axe handles, testing on my own axes, in my local league members, which Craig, I haven't seen your brother, Thomas, and a lot of league members. So I start testing my handles, and sooner or later I start coming good, and I created something that is called Woosiie, Woosie, Woosiie Axe handles. So if you guys can find it on Facebook, you'll follow me right there. I have a lot of handles to show you. So I start making beautiful handles, and the community start looking into my work.
Yeah.
And then sooner or later, I became a recognized maker in our community.
I love that.
So as you can see on the table, we're gonna there's some axes. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but I can show you right here in the camera. You can see it. But I love to make this. It's basically I get into this based out of not being able to afford these handles, so I was able to make them.
Yeah, I love that. And I was just saying, like, how heavy they are. It's crazy.
So we have different disciplines in the league. We have hatchets, right? That normally the weight is between 2 pounds to 2.3 pounds ounces. The big axes are minimum 3 pounds heavy.
Wow.
And my axes, I keep them to the minimum of the regulation, which is 23 inches long.
Wow.
On the handle and 3 pounds total.
I still feel like
weight.
that's really big.
Yeah, if you never done axe throwing, yeah, it's gonna be like, oh, this is heavy. But once you start, practicing, your arm gets just, feels the motion of the throwing, so it feels like a hatchet.
That's so
Lighter.
crazy.
Yeah, and there is some that I have. Let me show you. Right here.
Feel free to
This
pull
is
them.
one of my axes. This is my big axe. This axe actually was about 5 pounds.
Wow.
And I trim it and I cut it, with my grinder, and I make it to 2.5. And this handle is already, made for my throw.
Wow.
I don't know if you can feel it right here, but it's a little bump. That's where my index finger goes, right there. Oh, a little low right here.
Oh, I can.
That's where my index finger goes, because that's my grip when I throw an axe. So it's already placed. It already feels comfortable. So that's when I find my accuracy on the throwing axis. Right.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I don't want to break it. And this, I call this the Frankie Woosiie. So this is the Frankie Woosiie.
I love it.
It's basically the reason I started doing these handles. I don't know if you pay attention, but it's a lot of leftovers from different handles.
Wow.
So when I create a handle, and somebody bring it, bring it back to me and say, hey, I wanted you to rehang these axe for me. Instead of me tossing those handles in the trash, I just recreate. I just cut them in million pieces, glue them together, and create Frankie Woosiie. So this is the next one. It's just a blank.
Wow.
I'm just still gluing. And people love this. People start asking me for these handles, like
That's very
to
pretty.
back,
I love
back
the
to
color.
back.
I'm a color girl, so.
I like colors too. These laminates right here is colors. Waco Axe Company, when they turn on the
Black
purple
lights.
black lights, they shine. They look pretty.
I was gonna say that's what makes it look so cool.
Yep. So yeah, people start asking me these handles. So that's the reason I keep making axe handles, not just for my own benefit, but also for the people
I love that.
that follow me in the Woosiie page, and they keep asking about Woosiie
Yeah.
and this and that. So yeah, I'm still doing this. I love doing this. It's something that it gives me peace. Besides just throwing, gives me another skills to see the entire world of axe throwing in different perspective. Like learn about throwing an axe, accuracy, balance, and a lot of stuff that new people just don't care. I just want to throw it and stick it.
Yeah.
But when you're in this game, you already learn a lot.
That's
So, yeah.
amazing. Well, that's so cool. And again, you've been doing this for our community, and it's a business that you're trying to cultivate and continue to use. And it's so amazing just getting to see your work that you've done.
Right. Right now, it's a hobby. Right
Yeah.
now, Maybe in the future I'll make it into a business, but right now it's just a hobby.
Just for fun. Just
Just
for
for
fun.
fun, yeah.
You only have like 80 other things you do.
Right.
And kids.
Yeah.
Not to mention.
And a dog.
And a dog. Well, it was a pleasure having you on today. Of course, give us all your social media, where we can find you, find more about you.
Yeah. For Facebook, for the excuse me, for the handles is Woosiie Axe handles. So it's WOOI. I'm sorry. Let me start over. WOOSIIE Axe handles. Facebook. Basically, that's where I am right now. I have something right here for you. Before Axe throwing, I opened this business, Waco Pedicab Tours. That was right in 2019, but COVID happened and I had to close it, unfortunately. But if you guys look at Waco Axe Company and you want to know more about Captain Danny before I became Woosiie, you can find right there how much I've been involved with the community. I feel a little sad right now. We were talking about this earlier. I haven't been in the community in downtown Waco actually for a long time, and I miss it sometimes. If you just want to go check the Waco Pedicab Tours, just as a nice memory of Captain Danny driving up around the river, the suspension bridge and all the city. But as for now, about axes, it's just going to be Woosiie Axe handles right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And is there anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
Yes, if you guys want to sponsor me, I'll be open for anything. Yeah. I want to also give a big hands to Waco Axe Company, especially Thomas Ellis and his wife, Christy Ellis. This family being a great addition to the community and the business involved and everything. Thomas has the biggest heart that I can tell you. He's the most generous man I ever met on earth, and he's funny, and we get along together because we are crazy. We both get along way together. So I just want to give a shout out to them. I also want to say thanks to my league members for pulling up with my craziness and my personality. Sometimes it's too much. I have to say hi to Heather. I call her Heather T because I cannot pronunciate her last name. It's just Heather girl or something. Chris Simmons, he's been an amazing dude too in the community. He always with a big smile. This man, he's a good dude. I love him. Will Craig, and now we have new people. We have Eric. We have Sag. We have Krista. We got John Price. So all these people that have been in axe throwing. Thank you for pulling out with my craziness, and my personality. These are amazing people that I'm always around. And that's all I can say for now. Just good luck, whoever is going to the World's Championship to represent Waco, Texas, and Waco Axe Company. Let's go and give a great presentation.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today. It was a pleasure having you. You already did all your shout-outs and everything, and I just appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. And good luck.
Yes. See you on ESPN.
Woo! Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network